Cory Perlman is a social media keynote speaker, owner of Impact Social Media, Inc. He is our social media expert. We go to him with all things social media. Cory, great to have you back on the show. How you been, my friend?
I've been great, and I too listen to Pandora, Sully, even though most people under 40 don't anymore. But
I swear,
okay.
but it's the reason. Look at we're heavily on Spotify and we're on all music platforms.
Sure.
But the Pandora thing makes me happy because now I can mash up different artists. Like, can you imagine Andrea Bocelli and Stevie Wonder? I mean,
Awesome.
some of the greatest songs come out of that playlist. We were just talking to Steve Weisman yesterday, the scam man who wrote the Blues Better Boarding Scams at scamicide.com. And we talked about AI and how, man, I mean, everybody has been victim or at least exposed to something in AI. And I love how you put in your notes this week about the human test. Can you sniff out AI? You know, Steve used to say, if you get an email from the IRS, it's a scam. IRS doesn't send email. If you have a misspelled word in an email, it's not usually a real email. If it's a grammatical error, it's probably from another country.
Or a blurry logo. That's the one that I'm noticing
the
now,
cut and paste.
is a blurred out logo.
The problem is, and I was telling Mary this yesterday, because my daughter is on her honeymoon. I thought something looked different, so I expanded the picture, and I realized she had a filter on the photo. Well, if the filter on the photo, that looks like AI to me now. Because if you look at an AI picture, that it looks like it's generated. It's not real skin that you're looking at or real hair that you're looking at. So how do you do the human test? Is there a best practices for this?
Yeah, you know, I think they're saying the common, factors are the M dash, which a lot of us like to still use. But if it's overly used, that's an obvious AI thing.
What's the M dash? What is that?
It's the longer dash. This is in the caption.
Oh, the longer
right?
dash.
Yeah.
And in the body of the email, I mean, you'll notice, or anything that it writes, they love the M dash, the long dash.
I use dashes all the time.
I love the M dash. I'm so
but
sad.
I don't use the long one though. I could never figure
That's the M dash.
But I use like a radar dash instead of a comma.
Yes.
Right?
So they tend to overuse it, and emojis.
So do I.
I mean, they overuse emojis like you wouldn't believe. So that's an obvious way to sniff it out. And it's funny what you said, Sully. If it's too perfect, so you almost want to throw in a misspelling or even shortened word or something,
Yeah, I think the only emoji I've got 3 emojis. I think we all know one of them.
Yeah.
And they haven't ever changed that hand signal from the beginning.
I'm gonna say the middle finger, yeah.
And the fist pound thing.
Yep.
But the
brown one.
Yeah, I don't use that one very
You
much.
don't?
No, I use one. I'm laughing at you.
Sorry.
Is there an outcome here where AI is going to be sort of the nemesis that the robocall was? Remember the robocall that we still get? I think that's sort of the danger here in just the sheer clutter that's coming across, where you need a burner phone and you need a personal phone, and you need one for work that's going to get all that stuff. How are we going to battle the next AI, storm of wave that comes onto your phone that wastes your time?
Well, let me challenge your listeners with something that I have my team working on to avoid looking to AI, which is to sandwich your content with actual real personal content. So the first sentence and the last sentence has to be 0 AI and all you. And that in itself will help you avoid looking like you're too AI'd.
I think I just was thinking in terms of AI and what people are using it for. I mean, I've seen everything from employment letters to asking the bank for a loan to an opening day at the Delmar Thurbet Club.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think people were doing? Hey, Perplexity. What's the win play show at the first race in Del Mar?
Oh my God.
There is no end to it. Is there a positive here, Cory? I mean, are you using AI to the positive for social? Is there?
Every single day,
okay.
Sully. I mean, we love it to death. I mean, it's awesome. But when I open an email or I see a social media post and it starts out, in today's fast-changing world, or, something to that effect, you just know it's AI written. So if I were writing you an email, I'd say something like, hey man, it was so great talking to you guys yesterday, and it was on my brother's birthday. How cool is that? AI can't create that. That's me, and that's what we got to do.
I was dating a gal named Casey, and I wrote her this: Dear Carrie, I've appreciated our time together, but I think never dated anybody named Carrie. Dear Casey, the problem
Carrie.
Never dated a girl. But I just as you were talking about, I just typed in best way to break up with you via text, and because I had a great time with you, but I think it's best we part ways. Each one of them says best we part ways.
Oh,
best we part ways.
Exactly.
So then I just did the next one on how to fire somebody. I think our employment relationship is over. It's best we part ways. Now, see, I think your idea of identifying patterns in these things is the way to go. I think,
Yes.
and I don't know. The one thing that I always can't stand about text messaging, not email so to speak, but text messaging is the tone. You can't figure out
decipher
the
tone.
You know, and that, I think that makes for more.
Even when people use all caps, it used to be like, "Why are you yelling at me?" or "Why are you swearing at me?"
It
But
still
now,
is.
but some people are just like, "Oh, he likes to type or she likes to text in all caps."
Except Sully does like to do all caps.
I don't do all. No, do you know what? I don't do all caps. Do you know what?
Why?
All of my contacts, I used to put in all caps.
Yeah.
So that's when it says, "Hey, brother."
Yeah, it's like aggressive.
Exactly.
Hey, where's Mike? No, if you notice all the names,
I do
Yes.
notice.
like I got brother Ray, James's brother in my
Yep.
phone. So every time I type brother, it says, "Hey, brother." So the point is, I think we need to just ease up on some of this stuff because I would spend all my time editing. What are the takeaways here? Because I think I like the idea that you're using AI to maximize your interactions, and is that what they call them in social media?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to get ideas and generate ideas, and even creating graphics. It can help you.
But don't lean on it.
No, don't lean on it. You just need to use it as a tool, right? As a partner to help you brainstorm, help come up with things and get an idea generated, because we get stuck. I mean, I used to write captions all the time, and I was like, I can't write another caption about this hotel property. And
But there's
so
nothing wrong with getting some
right.
some ideas or getting some
I agree.
inspiration.
Yeah,
right.
but then you have to
Mary's-
personalize it, like you were saying, Cory.
You're absolutely correct. And the only thing I would say in addition to that is we don't use it as a partner. We use it as a first-year intern. Very, very careful. Do not let anything go out without your personal
love
intent.
that.
Handhold that thing.
Genius.
Absolutely.
And it's best that we part ways.
Yes, we part ways. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That is not something you would say, Sully. I'm sorry.
Oh
It's
my
never- you talk about casual AI use and heavy reliance. Is that what you mean by that? You make sure that your beginning and end
Yes.
are. It's a way to merge the two together here.
Yes, let it create 80% of the content and you add the 20% and make sure it's uniquely yours, and you shouldn't have an issue with overusing AI.
Cory, you're the guy that you're going to know this, but
Wait.
you know the next thing up is going to be when Instagram and Facebook and the others start banning the use of AI to create content. They're going to have some sort of filter, or at least controlling it.
Or
right?
make you use like hashtag AI like they
Right.
do.
You think that's coming? And why would they do that, other than for scam purposes? But you know it's coming.
Right.
Some type of control.
What I don't love, Cory, is how the AI is reading the caption and telling the other viewer what they think the post is about. Have you seen that? Because they've gotten it wrong.
The preview,
many times.
like the email preview.
That kind of bugs me.
Yes, and Google's doing that as well. Yes, and half the time it's inaccurate, so
Right.
it's still a very newbie intern. But no, Sully, I don't think that they're going to put parameters on it because they're profit first,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and that's where
Creating
the
more
world
content.
is going. Yeah.
Well, it would just seem to me that life would be better if I could just ask Perplexity to do it for me, and I just wouldn't have to be here to.
Well, it begs the question: are we raising that, generation that their necks are going to be like this
They
because they're
are.
looking at their phones
But wait a
and
second.
they're just
But
plugging ChatGPT?
Listen, we got all our stuff from encyclopedias in the library.
Right.
This is just a faster encyclopedia library.
Wait, the
work.
internet's
More
going to
efficient.
break today, though, because of Travis and Taylor. So
Oh, God.
Thanks, buddy.
posting anything.
Cory Perlman, social media keynote speaker, owner of Impact Social Media Inc., CoryPerlman.com, ImpactSocialMedia.com as well.